workers in China or other part of the world, why not from Nigeria? And we have to make sure that we promulgate the law that will strengthen the institution, that will make our institution to be in conformity with the international standard, so we can break into the market, because Nigeria is huge and is blessed, and we can use what we have to get what we want to turn around the fortune of the nation. And we are going to also pay premium on mainly on education and youth empowerment. And we are not doing empowerment of giving Okada or what have you. We are starting with the idea of a startup, whereby we cooperate with other corporate bodies in empowering our youth within the constituency. And as you know, we're from Ogun State. There was a mistake that was made by the present regime, the present parliamentarian, by giving the governor, Mr. Governor, the sole right control over the state fund. And we are going to repeat that law. We are going to make sure that every kobo, every penny that will be appropriated must be followed to the letter, because accountability is the watchword, and we stand for probity and accountability, and we will sustain it by the special grace of God.
Take it back.
Action. So just to let you know, if you want to make a donation today, you can do so. It seems like the people doing the accounting are not developed, but any donation starting from now will be announced as they happen, both on GoFundMe and also within a Zenith Bank account. Thank you, Kunle, for coming. We have in the house, our media guru here tonight, and that's Peju, and she wants to join us. So we'll just do a switch.
Okay.
So I know you have to run.
Yes, of course. We have to go to Sherry Lodge.
Yeah.
That's why we make the money.
Exactly.
Whenever you find yourself reading Opebi Ale,
you're advertising on our show without paying us.
Oh my God!
We'll come there now.
Actually, we invite you down. Also.
Maybe we should come and do a live show. Maybe we'll come and do a stream there on the couch one of these evenings.
Absolutely, you are welcome.
It's a very democratic environment.
Absolutely. And coincidentally, it's within the Hope 93 premise, and it is the
very diverse too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you. Once again, I want to say thank you for the privilege and opportunity, and we look forward to host you in Ogun State. And
which date is Ogun State are coming there?
I think it's 26.
26. Okay.
So we are taking it back, and we need you. We need.
And we've heard that a lot of people are supporting in Ogun State, so we're looking forward to it.
Thank you very much again. It's my pleasure.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, Peju. I think it's your turn on the couch. How are you? Good evening. You're welcome. So, Peju, you're welcome. The last time you were here, was a long time ago.
Very long time.
Yes.
And we had plenty of donations.
No, this time around, hopefully you can bring back that good luck. The conversation is, where are we? Where are we going these days? What have you guys been doing in the media sector? Do people have questions for you? Do you have questions, requests from people that's not necessarily money, but people who want updates so that they're not hearing from you all the time? Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, one of the things that we found most impressive when it comes to media is the organic nature of our media. We have moved mountains with minimal funding. We've done things, and it's down to you guys at home. It's every single person that shares something, that sees something, that calls someone, that writes an article by themselves. I get Pulitzer Prize nomination type articles being sent in to me. You go out there and you fight our battles. You have taken Shore's words to heart. You can talk like a dyed-in-the-wool AAC candidate. You can...
Go ahead.
This lighted. You can talk like an AAC candidate. You know what we stand for. You know our values, and you are pushing and propagating our information more than anything we could ever pay for. We know that whenever we're on any sort of media house or media platform, our shares, our followers are more than anything else that our counterparts get. The followership has been amazing. The little that we could do with media, like we've said before, this is a party that does not condone brown envelope type media or publicity. So we've not always been lucky in terms of the things that we've been invited to, or the kind of exposure that or visibility we could possibly have gotten. But that which we have, you guys have blown it out of the park. When we go on AIT, you are all there, thousands of views. When we go on channels, you are all there, thousands of views. When we have debates that they don't invite us to, we still win the debates because you are all there, thousands of comments and posts and up AAC and debates that we are not present at.
On Twitter,
absolutely, we weren't even present at the actual debate. So. Thank you all so much. You make my work easier because you have really taken the AAC ethos and you've inscribed it upon your hearts. And it is because you have done these things that we know that putting your thumbprint next to a logo on February 16th won't be a big deal. You've done more than, you can do what you've done. Let me use this opportunity to say this, because we had this situation when we were doing PVC registration, and then a week before the government was due to close it, even after we had agitated for a 2-week extension, all of our WhatsApp groups and our Facebook groups and pages were full of, I don't have my PVC, I've not registered. What day is it closing? I got there was a long queue. Registering is just one part. Please find your local INEC office, your local INEC booth, pick up that PVC, because nothing matters. All what you've been writing online, all of the TV programs we've gone to, it all fades away if you say, and I registered, I forgot to, or by the time I got there was a queue. The date is not going to change. It is February 16th. Yeah. Please don't wait until the last moment. They're not going to allow you
to vote with a
temporary, exactly. Please make it your business while there are no queues, while it's still accessible, while they're still there and they're still working. We know that they have tried to oppress us at every step of the way. So we know they're going to be closing their INEC offices by 2, by 3, and, making it very difficult for people to get their PVC. The only thing I'm interested in between now and the 16th is I'm going to keep shouting. So if you get tired, just get ready to get tired. Get your PVC, get your PVC, get your PVC, get your PVC. That's the only thing I can ask people to do, really.
That's amazing. I wanted to just go fund me. 30 minutes ago, Richard Obama donated $50.
Thank you.
Emmanuel Leary had donated $20 2 hours ago.
Fantastic.
Charles Omoyele $10 2 hours ago. SM Davis 3 hours ago $100.
Fantastic.
He said, I'm donating because I want freedom for our people. I want a nation where everyone can dream big with the knowledge and confidence that their dreams can become reality.
Should we set a target for tonight? What do you think?
I don't want to go there. I'm scared.
You're scared. No. Our people are fired up.
We might get more than we asked for. And that's good, right?
Those are the kind of headaches we want.
Right, yeah.
So our people are fired up from yesterday. Let me say this to all of you online that were watching yesterday that stood in the gap for AAC against, the oppression and everything that we saw. This is your opportunity to make that right, to change that. Let's see what we can do tonight, because we want to do so much by way of media, by way of awareness, by way of we hear a lot of times when people say, elections are not won on social media, on WhatsApp groups. We know that. But we use those platforms to reach people because they're the most cost effective. Yeah. We want to do jingles. We want to do more flyers. We want to do billboards. We want to go right into those villages. We want to pull up in front of a village that doesn't even have mobile mast, not talk of internet, and say to them.
And we have been to some of those places.
Absolutely. We want to do more of those. We have 30 days. We can still do this anymore.
27. Yeah.
So let's go 27. For this push. Let's try it. Let's set ourselves up.
So let me announce that Sade Olusonya donated $10.
Thank
you. And it said private. Do not name and comment. Do not show on your campaign. This one showed. Anyways, but it said Sowore is my cup of tea for the next Nigerian president 2019 because he hits the root cause of Nigeria problem. Part 10 campaign for Take It Back. Emily Faswa is $10. Adeni Falade $120.
Thank you.
It says change is near. Josephine Otuya gave us $100. Bolale, no, she said don't mention my name. This one donated $640.
Wow!
Thank you,
Thank you, Anonymous.
Temitokwe Akinola $20. Beauty Bernard Jumbo $50.
Thank you.
This is Lade Afolabi $25.
Thank you.
Indidi Opute $50.
Thank you.
Sosa Uyi donated $10. Unduka Wadiaro $200.
Wow.
And
Thank
since
you.
Nigeria is bleeding, we need committed, incorruptible, and courageous patriots like Sowore to rescue the country from the wreck of our own making and retrieving the nation wed from its incontinent hands. History will not forgive us for a willful sin of omission if we do not get involved one way or another to secure that space for our children and children's children. Wow, that's it. $50 I'm donating because I believe so much in the movement and for the future of my children and grandchildren. That is Mary Olowokere. This person has donated several.
Oh, yes.
Amanda John, $22. All the best and progressive good work. And this Fuad Arima Shaun donated $100 to continue.
Thank you.
He donated before.
Yes.
Those are the
I think I
people
know
who
the name.
promised, you know. And there's Yalex Sowore, regular person.
Yes.
Yeah, $30. This person donates maybe every other day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, TIB, you know, all the hashtags she put there. And there's someone who just say, Hajik, you know, it's $50.
Thank you, Haji.
Flexim Oge, this is $100.
Thank you.
Grace Akinjide, $100.
Thank you.
Sammy Chooks donated $100.
Thank you.
Says that I use no get sense, even for those way they claim Biafra and the die-hard supporter of evil men and women called politicians. We go all here. Shipping at this country, we will all cry if we miss Sowore. I'm donating because I'm part of this revolution now.
Thank you.
Take it back.
Action.
But this is to say that we're not opposed to anybody who is fighting for what they believe. You know, Nigeria has so emasculated a lot of people that, as I usually say, a lot of people have mentally seceded from Nigeria.
Absolutely.
You know, Mudashiru Lawa Kakawa is $20.
Thank you.
Adewale Kolawole donated $5.
Thank you.
And while we're at it, just now,
Let's
a
talk
donation
about
just came.
Zenith.
Yes, I want to go to Zenith after this last person. Okay. There's Gbadebo Adeyo Sola just donated $40.
Thank you.
I want to go to
Zenith.
Zenith Bank account. I have some notifications from there. There's someone that made a donation that had said don't mention my name. If I mention your name, you just have to forgive me because we're here trying to be very, very transparent. I haven't had a chance to. Did you say Tubaba donated?
No. It's Baba on Instagram was asking for.
I want to, before I go ahead, wish Tunde Ednot happy birthday.
Take it back.
Action.
Happy birthday.
That's
He has
a meme
been-
right there.
he
He's
has been
amazing,
fantastic.
you know, while the other
Those are the
you know,
kind of support
influencers
one could not
are
even
there
pay for.
questioning us, wondering, you know, not wanting to do it. This guy is, he could be with,
Anybody.
you know, not anybody. He could be with some of the biggest
Yes,
politicians.
yes.
They reached out to him. He said, as far as this is concerned, he's donating his conscience.
And that is what is interesting about when you donate because if you do it based on pay, you will only do up to what you were asked to do. I've promised you 3 posts, you get 3 posts. But we don't even, we wake up and see, we get information. Oh, Tunde Ednot has posted something else. Oh, Tunde Ednot has done something
we
else.
have to also thank Mr. Jollof.
Oh, yes.
Our candidate
Yes.
in Warri.
Mr.
He has
Mr.
challenged Atiku
Atiku
today. He
to a
said,
debate.
Atiku,
If you
you
say
say you want debate, maybe we'll come debate show.
if you know say you really want really debate.
Don't wait
Because
for
that one when you
Buhari.
dey talk,
Yes.
no fear
And it's
you.
true, Atiku, if you want to debate, real debate, me and
know
you,
where we
let's
are.
go and
Take it back.
Action.
you know. And I think that's the way. That's where you can decide if you are really a good debater or not. You can debate your ideas, your history, your pedigree, your character, and your manifestos.
Yeah.
Let's go, me and you.
Toe to toe.
Since you said the other guys are too small for you, at least me and you have been around for
a while.
You contested for presidency in 1991. Me too. I was student president in 1992.
Yes.
So in fact, I was president before
For
him.
So I have a question for you. What's your thoughts on if Atiku hadn't come the same way Buhari didn't come?
Yeah.
Then he simply didn't come.
Yeah.
What do you think of an action like getting there, turning around and getting back in the car and driving off? What do you make of Atiku's behavior last night?
No, look, Atiku knew that Buhari and himself would have played off of each other. They did it with the vice presidential debates.
Right.
They just used the vice presidents of the other, younger candidates to prop up
what they really came
Obi,
to.
and they wanted to show that there are only two parties. And that's what they wanted to do this time. So Atiku was hoping that Buhari will come, he will come. The other guys would have pretty much become spectators, because even the moderator, if you look at him, when he thought Atiku was coming, the excitement, the vice president and then somebody slipped a note. And then that was how the Atiku thing was. And so the two of them would have been the same. It would have just been, you said you are a cow, you are a thief. And then at the end of the day, the Buhari, look, one thing people should understand is that there's nothing that Buhari would do at the debate that will surprise anybody.
No.
He has shown that he doesn't really have much upstairs left. There's now a clear case of dementia, because Baba doesn't remember anything, even as they're telling him the question there. Even if you give Baba a spoke, Baba no be pass. That's why Baba has to be you have to let Baba go back to Daura. Oh no. I feel bad for him, what they're doing to him, and what he's doing to himself.
What he's allowing them to do
to go back to your question, then, if Atiku had then gone on the stage with the younger people, there's no way Atiku can defend himself. No. In front of those guys.
Yes.
Even with the pseudo performance that was put up there, there's no way they would have defeated Atiku. Clearly.
Yes.
I mean, you have to give it to the three guys who stood up there, that they would have made a misprint of Atiku or use him as a vacuum cleaner. Because what is Atiku going to say? What will be absent, though, from what I saw yesterday, is that they may not have challenged Atiku directly.
Yes.
They may not have challenged him, because you can see some measure of respect.
Yes.
For, according to them, constituted authority.
Yes.
It would have been like, sir. Yes.
At the end of the day, he's still the whatever the case
there would have
may
been a
be.
lot of respect, which we would have. That barrier would not have existed between us and them, because it would have been a case of your character, your precedent, history,
patterns,
and then your pattern of behavior, and the fact that you have nothing to offer. Everything would have come out clearly there. So, I personally didn't miss much yesterday.
No. We would like to especially thank John Momo for the expression. He did us a great favor. He gave us the opportunity to actually reach the people of Nigeria who needed to hear what we had to say. People from Yola, people from Jalingo. He did us a great favor. So we'd like to thank him, and also to thank him for stepping down. I mean, when you do such a good job, you can only crown it by resigning.
And he knew it. It was egg on their face yesterday. Like I said earlier, the reason why Atiku and Buhari couldn't show up is that they're like parents or fathers who stole their children's dinner. Well, how can you come to the dinner table and explain that you have stolen
the food?
Yes. But one thing happened yesterday we should not forget. Whether they stood or came or debated, it didn't matter. They still got the message. People still debated even their absence.
Yes.
So, and that wouldn't have been possible if we hadn't raised the kind of ruckus
that we did. Absolutely. And that takes me back to what I was saying earlier. Thank you, John Momo for the exclusion, but thank you AAC members for the inclusion, because we were all over the YouTube, we were all over the
let me announce a few
in Abuja. Thank you for coming out for the protest. Thank you so much for letting our presence be felt at that debate. What do we have?
We have EP Junior Attorney. This guy is in Chicago. He just made a donation of 20,000 naira.
Thank you.
It's Rishada Ray Olayiwola, 10,000 naira.
Thank you.
Awutunya Oluwaseun Yomade, 5,000 naira.
Thank you.
There is a teller thing that came in, which is 11,050 naira. This usually is conversion from
international.
Yeah, it's international. This is a 10,000 naira from Johnson Olasoji Abe.
Thank you.
There's another Q teller for 10,426.89 kobo.
Thank you.
I don't know where that is coming from. Abroad, there's the Abroadians, as they call them.
The people in the abroad.
Yes. Toluwase Oluwakayo, the 5,000 naira. Thank you.
Thank you.
Baffin Austin is 10,000 naira.
Thank you, Austin.
This is Biham Nigeria Limited for 50,000 naira.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yusuf Samuel Innocent, 10,000 naira.
Thank you.
There's a 200 naira. I don't know where that came from. It says 40. Maybe that's Italy. Somebody trying to test. Sometimes people test first.
It's to see if it goes through, yeah.
I want you to pay me for 10,000 naira.
Thank you.
And so there's an Okafo Christian Ifeanyi for 100 naira. If someone gives you 100 naira,
that person
probably has
120. Thank you so much.
Biniti Olatunji Claudius is 2,500 naira.
Thank you.
These are real donors. They're giving you what they don't have. Yes. So last one was that's where we are as far as Zenith Bank is concerned, and we'll keep announcing as it comes in. Yes.
Now there's a question here.
Yes, please go ahead.
So some of our supporters are just seeing the video going about from one Adit home, and they're asking you to respond to it. I guess they've not been on your page.
If you haven't been on my page, probably you didn't have a my response. But I'll explain what it is, address it. So in 2015, I got a message on my Facebook page from someone who said, I'm doing a charity work, philanthropy in Lagos, and I'm feeding kids, I'm feeding and clothing them. Can you find out, can I find out if you can help? Is there anything involved in helping with coverage? And I said, no, nothing is involved. And she said, we discovered some kids at the back of a place in Ikeja who are homeless or suffering. So that conversation never included rape. As it was alleged or that they were being raped or they're sex slaves. Never. But regardless, I was interested. So what we do as Sahara reporters is that we don't have reporters, as you call them. We have citizen reporters. So we pass assignments to people who volunteer to report for us. And in this case, an assignment was passed on to one of our reporters, citizen reporters, to talk to her. And they talked to her. I think they went out. They found out that what was told to us, according to them, this is their own judgment, was not. So it was just that they followed this person to a slum, and she gave her food to some people the way, the usual. And because our reporters doesn't promote individuals or people, who do just anything, they didn't use it. It wasn't even for Sahara reporters. It was supposed to be for Sahara TV if they had used it. But the most important point to make was that there was no tape given to us of kids being raped or being abused, nothing like that. There was no tape passed on to me, nothing like that. But I guess this person decided that this is
It's a non-story, so she's
so
just
she wants to
did
make it look like a big story. And you know, it's political season. I understand that people will react this way, but there's nothing to it. Just so that you know, and I'm taking my time to explain, you know, as calmly as I can be, because I don't want to have an aggressive response that will make people feel that they need to go after her. It's not necessary. I have been through worse things in my life. I've always been a target of political operatives. As you guys are aware, for almost a year and a half, Saraki seized all of Sahara Reporters' money in Nigeria.
Yes.
We went to court. We had no money at the time. In fact, our office was shutting down in Lagos. I never gave up. But what is important to tell you is that we do not kill stories, because another allegation she made was that I collected tapes from her of this kid and I went and sold it to the Lagos state government. You know, so that they would never, there's no such thing, there was no tapes collected. She never passed on any tape. The story has now changed. She has changed the story that the tape she's looking for is a tape from the recording.
The Sahara, the citizen
reporter followed her. That she wants that tape to be given to her, which naturally the tape belongs to Sahara TV, not her. So she has not changed the story. That it's not as if she gave us a tape or she gave me any tape. I've never met her before. My only conversation with her was on that Facebook page. Or maybe, you know, after she met with the person, she probably sent me a message saying, "Thank you, this was a great occurrence." But the reason I won't say much about their own determination is that first, they're citizen reporters, they decide what is best fit for the platform. And every media company decide what they do. I did not know about this for the last 4 years. You know, I've done more serious reporting before. You know, children, when the pastor slapped a girl,
yes,
and nobody would touch the story, I went for it. When some members of OPC sodomized a woman with sticks, we carried the story. And nobody would touch it. And when we carried the story, we were threatened. They said, "You dare not touch the story." So when the Lagos state government went and evaded kids from, you know, it's in Makoko, you know, we carried the story, we followed them, we got on the canoe when they went to Todo Bame. No, I can't tell you enough stories, and I'm not here to tell you, you know, that it is, nobody told me to do anything, but it's important to understand that this is completely smear campaign. It's just that this is for her, in my view, a time that is suitable to just tell a big lie against Sowore, knowing that, you know, this is a period that is politically charged.
Yes.
But it's happening for one reason and one reason only. You know, we were dismissed as inconsequential when we started this. You know, you guys will soon fizzle out. Nobody will ever, you know, don't worry, inconsequential. They even said it on radio. That you guys, but we have become the reason why they're afraid.
Yes.
You know, and I'm not making this statement, you know, as a statement of frivolity or to reassert or validate our importance. It's a statement of truth. You know, I cannot imagine that anybody will concoct such a story and stand by it. Some people said they reached out to her. I never did. And she said, "Oh, as long as he gives me the tapes, I'm going to leave him alone," and things like that. I got some calls from even Jimmy Agbaje's people today saying, "Oh, we have no hand in this because apparently the pressure is tilted towards, you know," and there's several other claims. But the latest is that I heard that the APC have sent miseries to her, that they were providing.
That since you're interested in a smear campaign, young lady.
So, but nobody should worry too much about this. I know why you guys are concerned when you hear about sexual abuse, slavery. Yes. It's a very, very emotionally charged, emotive issue. We're talking about kids here, you know. Yes. But you know, the reason I want to be president of Nigeria is because I want to save all the kids, not some of the kids, yes. Wherever they may be. And I'll do everything to protect all the kids in Nigeria. And we have 30 million of them that needs to be put back in school. The Universal Basic Education Act in Nigeria makes it an offense not to send your child to school, by the way. I found out, I knew this before, but it's validated. 2% of our budget must go into child education. And states are expected to put in their own part payments of it. So if you're watching this or you're listening to this, I've already responded. I don't want to waste our time. I mean, your time and my time on responding to a mere concussion and distraction, as has happened in this case. You know, if we can spend all of our time trying to dispel and dismiss it, it will make it round. This is the kind of stuff that people concoct, and they give them what they need, and they hope that it works. And some people might even believe it, but what I'm telling you is truthfully my interaction and engagement with this person. I've never met her, like I said before, in person. I'm just hearing stories about her after this thing happened, and this thing happened in 2015. I'm not saying that because it happened in 2015,
it's not relevant.
It's not relevant, but I had a screenshot of my conversation with her, and if you read it, it was just someone looking towards us providing some kind of coverage for their philanthropic activities.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people who are philanthropists here and elsewhere, and we cover them as well, but we just haven't.
I want to read this out because this speaks to what you're talking about. When that story broke, and the instant thing was fear and panic amongst our ranks, and
some of our supporters.
Our first our gut instinct was to ignore it, because we felt the more we talk about it, the more we're going to give it fire, until we saw that it was something that wasn't going to go away, which was when you had to release your screenshots of the conversation. But I just wanted to put this out there, that somebody donated 30,373 naira and said, "Our stand for Omoyele Sowore is unshakable, come what may. Let him know, ma. As a renewed commitment, I added 30,000 naira. God be with him and you all for the good cause. Viva Nigeria."
Wow.
So
thank you.
Thank you, Jack.
Action. So
that is to say that there are people out there who understand what this journey is.
It's political season. As I've mentioned to you guys, I've been through this, too many times already. When I was at the university, a lot of lies were concocted against me. There was a time when I was fighting against courtism in the university. The university created a court group and named me as the Al Capone of it. They call it Authority Confraternity, and they said I'm the leader of the group. And when the university wanted to attack, when the government wanted to arrange an attack on me in 1994, they put out leaflets on campus. Sometimes it's also for us to be worried that this might be something preparing the ground for a sinister move, because what they do sometimes when they find you to be very strong in movement like this, put out things that could make the public lose sympathy for you, and then they strike. So we have to take that into consideration too. This could not be happening without some kind of elaborate agenda.
And let's talk about the fact that they have no case against you. If they did, they would have sent the FCC. They would have sent. So they are scraping the bottom of the barrel when they're bringing a case from 2015 to say.
There's not even a case of 2015. So let's be very clear. There's no case of,
I should say.
So it's just like you go out there and say to CNN, every report you ever covered that you didn't publish, you're responsible for the problem or BBC or things like that. I'm not saying that we should follow those things, but what people know is that I've covered and I continue to cover very dangerous stories. I was the one who did Ekiti Gate. That tape where Fayose and Army and I was it was probably one of the most dangerous stories I did in 2015. In addition to covering the election results. So, and if I wasn't afraid, and I didn't sell the tape to Obanikoro or Payoshe. This is just ludicrous. But let me explain to you. We're dealing with people who have made up their minds to believe what they want to believe, even when they know it's not true. It is politically expedient. Before, it used to be that the people they call Buharis, liked us because they somehow, were benefiting from our philanthropic work, I'll call it, too, of doing what our conscience tells us is right. But now, the Buharis to the Jonathan or Jonathanian and then the PDP articulated people, all of them are united
in their fear,
against us. So it suits them. It suits their political agenda to how can we destroy Sowore at this time, destroy TRB, destroy AAC. But you know what? We're going to defeat them on February 16th, and that's what is most important.
Because what they're actually saying is, how can we defeat Nigerians? And that's not possible.
Yes. Daros said we should give a shout out to Benin Language Voice, their WhatsApp group. They have been funding rallies in Edo South.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I wanted to check up on...
I think we should go to GoFundMe because we have some donations. While you're checking, I need to make an announcement really quickly about polling booth agents. More important information for you. Any polling booth on February 16th that we don't have an agent there is a polling booth that we have lost.
Yes.
Any opportunity to not count our votes, to change our votes to APC or PDP or any other party, is because one of our guys was not standing there and securing our votes.
Yes.
I beg of you, after this, or you can go through all our Facebook walls, you can go through all our groups, our pages, and the principal is also going to put it on his Facebook wall after this show. Please click the link if you are interested in volunteering to be an agent in your community where you are going to vote in your ward.
At a minimum, it has to be your ward. You cannot be parachuted into another person's ward.
So please, this one is... This one is...
your phone don't work.
This one is PVC or no PVC, ABC, D, anything you have. If you are interested in making sure that every single AAC vote counts, please click on the link that we will be sharing immediately after this broadcast. It will be on Sowore 2019. It will be on Omoyele Sowore's page. It will be on our Instagram. It will be on our Twitter. It will be everywhere. It will be on our YouTube. Please click on the link and just register your interest. There are over, I think, 120,000. And we only have 350 people that have registered their interest. Somebody must stand in the gap that day. Somebody must stand at their polling booth and say, you will not change our votes. We have voted for our future and you can't take that away from us. Please click on the link.
And I should add also that if you are joining us and you think you can be sponsored by, because they do that, they sponsor polling agents for you.
And then at
we're going to do the screening to make sure that people who are sponsored by the other side don't just volunteer for us. And then
yes, that's actually a question that some people have been asking. That how do you know that the people who are volunteering?
We'll screen.
Yeah, we'll definitely screen them. But look, how did we find you guys? How did we get the word out? We got it out by using this same medium. So there's no medium that's too public.
That's how we started. That's how we started taking back.
That's right.
We started online.
That's right.
And so
there
are genuine people online.
120,000 polling booths. Please and please, just one day.
One day.
It's very important.
And, and also to inform those who might want to fund polling agents.
Oh yes.
Because they're going to need water. A little bit of food on that day,
because they're going to be there till the end to make sure those votes are counted.
So now we have some pledges here.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay.
Oseja blesses expect 20,000.
Wow! Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Myrene says he's going to donate 40,000 naira.
Thank you.
Myrene Romance.
he say date? Did he say when?
No. He asked for the account details, and we told him it's been pinned already. So
All right.
Okay,
hopefully we get the alert before the
Yes.
show ends.
So, are you done with the pledges?
Yes,
All right.
sir.
You can make pledges on both sides. Nobody is reading questions from this side. Can we have no questions?
Yeah,
Can we
that's
have
not the
someone attend to this, please, ma'am? So we have Badebo Ade Sola. This is from GoFundMe now. They've been going on here for $40.
Thank you.
The question: what is Sowore's actionable plan for corrupt institutions of the Senate and the judiciary? How do you plan to hold them to account from day one? We get back to that. We have John Okuruhe here. The revolution fight is for all of us. Sowore is the only qualified candidate to lead the revolution. All the best. Come February 16th. That's $30. Desmond Iyi Riaro for $30.
Thank you.
Ifeoluwa Ayodeji, $30.
Thank you.
He said, can bulk SMS help for awareness? Sowore, God strengthen
Absolutely.
you. I love your resilient spirit. Thank you very much. Yes, it can. Ibukun Ajayi donated $50. So take it back. Take it back.
Thank you.
Morgan, Afro Morgan, regular donor, $10.
Thank you.
Susan Opute just donated $100.
Thank you, Susan.
Tunika Onoku, $50.
Thank you.
And John Amelda, this is another donor, he's regular donor. I praise you for your good work. President, please comment on the lady at the tone, Ajobi, which I don't believe her allegations towards you. You really don't deserve this. Yeah, we've done that, but if you have more questions, please, we're here to
And that was
answer.
$20.
Yes. Thank you, $20.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I think we should go to Zenith Bank as well.
please.
Someone is asking how much to fund one polling station agent in 24 hours.
I think our calculation is that it will be about 3,000, 2,000, 3,000. It says they eat at least 1,000 naira per.
It's just refreshments, making sure that they are comfortable as they stay there.
And
They're going to be
water.
out water. They're going to be out in the sun from all day basically.
Akonde Blessing Fika, you gave us 2,000 naira.
Thank you.
This Ududu Ayodele Samuel, 500 naira.
Thank you. That was probably
Yes, Kola Wole Olajide Akpata, 50,000.
50,000. Thank you.
Is that the person who made the pledge?
No.
Yes. We have Osazwa first to another
100
100
naira.
naira.
Thank you. Oh wow.
It's a Lusoya Oludumo is 20,000.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Yekola Tunde Oyewole 10,000.
Thank you.
And I think Oshadari Olayiwola is we already announced
And I
10,000.
paid 10,000 naira.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, there was a 20 up there.
That's Tony. We already announced that.
All
Tony
right,
AP.
okay.
Thank you guys. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
thank you,
Keep
thank
them
you.
coming. We will announce.
One of our supporters wants you to know that Ambassador Dion Osage is on board with the AAC.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. A lot of people are signing up and with us these days.
Gio Bailey States is going to be sending 15,000 from Instagram.
Wow. Thank you. That's Instagram.
Yes.
Very good. Very good job you guys are doing there.
Questions?
Do you have any more questions here? Do we have questions here?
Somebody on Facebook, Adeniji Joe, is saying Ajegunle Alagbado are refusing to release PVC to registered voters.
Oh, that's good to know. Please, if you have.
So please, if you go to those INEC offices and they are not open or they've refused to read, please, even
Tell us
the
immediately.
cheapest smartphone, it doesn't matter if it's clear or not clear, hold it up and say where you are, say what you are doing.
And send
We
it
are
to
here
us.
now on Tuesday, the 23rd. This is what is happening and they are not answering us or whatever the case. Send it through, send it to us, and we'll definitely make sure that the world knows that you are being deprived of your civic rights.
Another pledge on Instagram, General Dami says, I'm donating 20,000 now.
Thank you. Wow.
Progress Ogo Masakuku said, I'll fund 5 polling units.
Thank you.
Thank you. So maybe we need to start a separate fund for polling units, maybe.
Question, Odudua Edele is saying, are you coming to Ondo State with Mr. President?
Yes. I think what date is Ondo State? Do we have a date? We have Ondo State, we have Ogun State, we still have Gombe, we have
Yes, we have
Bauchi.
Gombe, yes.
I
I think we're going to the southwest.
Southwest. Ogun State, yeah.
No, southeast
No,
port.
Southwest.
I think we're done.
We're done.
We've done
We're not doing
Northwest.
south. We're not going towards port.
We've done that.
done
We've done that. You've been away for
Welcome
too
back
long.
to
man.
Nigeria.
No. I'm sure there was something in the diary that has been read.
Uyo,
Yes.
Port Harcourt,
Yes.
we're in Warri.
Yes. I saw all that.
But something big is coming up in Benin City as well. Yeah. So this is all amazing. It's amazing.
Questions,
Yes.
Ajam on Instagram says, "Hello, my favorite candidates. Quick question: what are you going to do about illegal immigrants when you become the president?"
Illegal, you said.
Yes.
Is that a problem?
It's what we must understand is that except they pose a threat to us, people who are coming outside of the ECOWAS region,
Benin.
are people that we have to pay attention. But there's an ECOWAS protocol that allows freedom of movement for persons within the ECOWAS region. Those are countries within the economic countries of West Africa, right? Is that West African states?
Economic
Community of West African states. Oh my God. I need to prop up my social studies. So those ones have freedom of movement, But where we should understand that these things happen from, they are not even the people you consider as illegal immigrants. They are all these experts that are brought in by multinational corporations.
Exactly.
And they violate, their quota.
Yes.
So somebody will come from Philippines and come and be doing weather in another company. As if you can't train weather here.
Yes.
So those are areas where we want to look into. And also to have, strengthen our borders in terms of border security. But I've been a beneficiary of migration myself. I'm not going to be run after people who are just migrating within the African region. I had a conversation today with one of our big supporters, and he said there was a conversation around, fuel scarcity and fuel smuggling at the time from Nigeria. And they started around and said, instead of running after trucks, why don't Nigeria just call all the West African countries that we are going to be putting our NNPC mega station in your country. I will supply you. And if you sell at the rate at which you are selling here, or even a little bit above what we're selling, it will still be favorable to them. You can make profit from there. So, and that would put an end to the whole smuggling business. Yeah. But smuggling is not being done by regular people. It's been done by Nigerian big men.
Exactly.
So, and as long as they are benefiting from anything, they will never bring out any kind of reform that will make that possible. We're also making a donation of 2 people to attend our town hall meeting.
Okay. Yes, on Wednesday.
Yes.
January 23rd.
So we have 2 spots, and maybe we'll do a raffle on that before then, so that you can be one of those 2 people that will join us in that hall.
But you have to be residents in Abuja.
You have to be resident in Abuja, yes. Resident in
But
Abuja.
earlier today, somebody actually placed a call to me saying he was going to be responsible for his own accommodation and transport, but if there was a way for him to be part of the thing. So,
the audience.
since it's a raffle draw,
Maybe we'll look
You
into
should
that.
participate,
Yeah.
So,
But you say you have to be in Abuja. so-
Emma Mosh on Instagram says, "I just got here, guys. Please, who is this beautiful lady?" So introduce yourself again.
Tell him it's
exactly
Sunday,
what I do.
Father, forgive him. Yes.
General Adami said he just donated his 20K.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
wow.
So that was Zenith.
That was Zenith. Yeah. Did you pin this as well? There's a 10,000 that came from Anonymous, and there's a Afakash Nigeria Limited for 20,000. Maybe that's the best.
Thank you so much.
That's Abiodun Abimbola Oluwadamil.
Oh, so maybe that'll be the dummy.
That's
Yes. so that'll be-
20,000.
Thank you so much. And they keep coming in. Thank you so
And then
much. We need
Daniel
all the help
Lama
we can get.
Sylvester is 2,000.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Sayo Bali Abiodun Emmanuel 15,000.
Thank you.
Sunday Lawrence Uzume Fune 15,000.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Blessing was the last person before then.
Loving this new balance. Where do we
so,
stand now?
So our new balance is at 685,000.
685,000. Thank
There's
you.
been a donation of about 20,000 before.
So far.
Let's just round it up.
Yeah.
Should we set a target?
Maybe, but we don't have much time left, so why not? We can.
Promsy Photography here on Instagram is saying, I'm a professional photographer and I would like to pledge my support to the movement by doing a documentary of your movement to freedom.
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
So can you reach out to us? What's the email?
Please to Sowore 2019 and to this Instagram page,
Okay.
and we'll attend to you after the broadcast.
All right.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Promsy.
Do you have questions on this regular one?
Someone was asking earlier what your thoughts are about the new passport.
10-year passport.
Yeah, the 10-year one.
Doesn't matter.
So
As long as it's available. Yes.
yes,
Making
as
it
long as you can
available-
actually get
it.
it.
Yes. So making it available is more important than the color of the passport or the number of pages it has. Yeah.
That's good.
So let's go into this. There's a
GoFundMe.
WhatsApp group here that gets very active.
Sorry, so before you go to us,
Yeah.
Oja Campus Charity Foundation says I'm donating 20,000.
Thank you
Wow,
so much.
thank you. So what's going on in Nigeria? This person just came in on. This where is AAC office in Oshobo? Can people tell us? Oshobo.
Where is Oshun?
Oshobo is in Osun State.
JJ is asking if you'll be coming back to the UK before election.
Yes.
You said yes.
Before the election? I'm not sure, yes. Maybe if you get.
I donated 10,426 naira 89 kobo. I hope you saw it, my person.
We mentioned it. That was one
We mentioned it. That was an international
yeah.
transfer.
Thank you.
Yes,
That's
please. Thank you so
Olatunjoye
much.
Felix. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, yes. And we should stop and just say happy birthday to the guy to our left. Yeah.
Oh, he was about to run.
And also Mr. Guerrero.
Oh, Mr. Guerrero,
Is
yeah.
this Mr. Guerrero's birthday?
Everybody say hi. The one and only Kaban.
Kaba, yes. Small man Kaba.
When is Mr. Guerrero's birthday?
Today.
Oh, it's today?
Wow,
He shares birthday with Tunde, not.
Wow.
Oh.
And
I
today is
spoke
not
to him
wherever you
2 or
are.
3
Happy
times
birthday
today,
once
yeah.
again. Say good evening, sir. You're doing very well. Oh my God, someone is calling. We can't take calls on this show. I must say that the grassroots sensation on my side has been going great. Just keep the fire burning. About inflation from 100k living wage, I think we should address it deeply apart from citing how much our legislative take home, especially on the NTA interview. My humble opinion, this Adreno Afuye, we've addressed it, but we'll say it again, that when you empower workers, you do a lot of things at the same time when you pay them a living wage. One, you destroy the incentive to be corrupt.
Yes.
Because if someone is earning 18,000 naira that can't even afford to buy them, rice for 2 days, you are asking them to go and steal.
Exactly.
They can't get the mortgage like we described. Yes. And we also said that when you pay 100,000, you're actually improving small, local economy and empowering small businesses, because people who earn this kind of amount of money, they don't take them outside, they spend them right here.
Absolutely.
And so whatever, you think is going to come from inflation, it's not going to happen, because and we're going to do other things. It's not that we're just going to increase wages and salaries. We are also going to improve other sectors of the economy.
Exactly.
We'll improve the the power sector. Yes. And do a number of things at the same time.
Exactly. So that 100,000 can go further.
Further, yes. In fact, our promise is that 100,000 will only be a temporary wage increase, because we figured out how to pay this. I made the submission today on channels, rubbing minds with Ebuka, and someone was asking me, how do you intend to pay this? And I described how taxes alone, if they are properly collected, can pay for the national budget, which is 8.8 trillion this year. If you collect your taxes appropriately, you're not increasing, you're just collecting what people owe
Yes.
you. You can get to 15 trillion easily and you plug all the loopholes. And if our budget is 8.8 trillion and we can make 10, let's say we make 10 trillion from taxes, that means we still have 1.something trillion to go. And what we need for all the amount of money we're talking about, minimum wage of 100,000, is 1.3 trillion naira. That's all. And we just, I think it was Femi who shared it with me, that when the federal government increased minimum wage from 18,000 to 30,000, it's only needed, I think, 20 billion, was it 24 billion naira? That was how much extra they needed, 24 billion. That is not enough for APC rallies in 20 states.
APC rally. PDP ticket was 40 billion.
So just for one presidential candidate to buy a primary, to get a primary of his party, he spent 40 billion. So all the increment from 18,000 to 40, I couldn't believe it when I saw that. I hope that's the correct figure. 24 billion is what is added to the federal wage bill by increasing from 18 to... These guys are criminals. So let's quickly go to
it's 11 p.m.
We have here on Instagram, Pablo says he's donating 2,000 naira.
Thank you.
Joe Banis is asking, what are your plans to sensitize NYC guys that will be working on election day?
We'll let you know because we're working on that. We have a donation of 5,000 from Owogo Alexander Uche.
Thank you.
Adeleke Benga Emmanuel, 10,000.
Thank you.
Oluwaseun Kehinde Alaga is 10,000.
Thank you.
So at this point we've reached 712,466 calls. That was where we wanted to reach 1 million, but you guys are like saying round up. So maybe we should take 5 more minutes. Actually, can we do up to 11:10?
Okay, so let's do this. Okay. We're at 7:12. Should we?
We're now at 7:10.
Should we go for 800?
If you can make it happen.
Let's go for 800. Ladies and gentlemen.
808 minutes.
808 minutes. We are now.
That's an average of how much?
We're looking for. We're just looking for 10 people to give us 10K each. Just 10 people to give us 10K.
You are just donated $50 on GoFundMe.
Thank you.
Okay.
But that GoFundMe doesn't count. I'm looking for 10K in the Zenith. 10 people to give us 10,000 naira in the Zenith account. If we can get 10 people to do that, that would be fantastic. And we're going to close.
GoFundMe does not count.
No, GoFundMe counts. It doesn't count towards my own.
What? On Instagram says I'll be donating 300 euros.
Sorry, GoFundMe counts.
She wants to leave.
GoFundMe actually counts. Thank you so much. No. So I'm waiting for 9 people to give me 10,000 naira.
General Dami says he's giving another 10,000.
Thank you, General Dami. Thank you. Right now. So we're gonna keep watching it.
So
I'm waiting for 7 people to give me 10,000 naira.
Okay.
7 more people to give me 10,000 naira.
Meanwhile, Olatunde Oluwafemi on Facebook says, I'm trying to organize some people to stand as polling agents in Ikorodu, and I'm going to be funding them as well.
Thank you so much. This is the kind of help we need. Please liaise with Zainab on Sowore 2019 page, the Ikorodu guy.
Yes.
Please liaise with Zainab and let us know your progress. Let us know if you need any help at all, any kind of empowerment. Thank you so much for that contribution. Do we have any more 10,000 naira? Oh yeah, now Miss T.
John Wick is saying, I'm willing to donate $1,000 to fund 50 people who will stand at 15 polling units. Can you mind to fund those 50 people? Let me know.
Thank you so much. So please, as soon as this Facebook Live ends, we'll be putting out the link of how you can register to be a polling booth agent. I can't say it often enough. Any polling booth that we don't have an agent, we don't.
It's a polling booth we've lost.
Yes, it's a polling booth we've lost. Please donate yourselves. This is time now. 24 hours to make sure that every single vote counts for AAC. This is how we're going to win this election. How many more 10,000 naira do I have?
We have like 5 minutes more. And they said, what happened to YouTube? They said there are questions on YouTube. You didn't go there.
I'm on YouTube. There's no question.
No question. Okay.
I don't want question. Is there money?
Wallace Sock on Instagram says, I'm sending 5,000 now.
Thank you so much. So I'm waiting for 6.5 people.
Please talk on when we'll be going to Edo State. People are asking us.
So on the 4th of February.
But you said no more South. That
Yeah,
one
there's
is
a
in
mega rally
is
on the
in
4th.
Borno, Abi.
So we have
What do we have?
6.5 more people to go.
Yes, I'm
Somebody
looking
is
for
saying
6.5 more
that.
people.
Please, what do you think about Atiku selling our NNPC?
He won't get the chance.
You know, he's not gonna get a
I'm not going
chance.
to line. Be master
They will
Bolani.
lose. Atiku will lose. Buhari will lose. So send me account number. Somebody says here. Somebody saying here. I want to make a donation. We'll do that after the show.
Be master Bolanle from Sweden says he's making a jingle for AAC.
Thank
Wow.
you very much. We need as much publicity as we can get. Shall we check Zenith and see what people are doing?
Somebody was saying, when was your interview with Ebuka? We've already done it.
We've
but-
done the interview.
But we couldn't
We couldn't stream it
Yeah,
live.
because
Adeleke Freedom Peace donated 10K.
Thank you very much. I'm looking for 5.5 people to give me 10K each.
and we have 3 minutes to go.
I have 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, we are now at 727,000.
No, not where I want to be at all.
We are now at 727,000.
Why we are still waiting for money?
Okay,
Ashabi Ade is
okay.
waiting
We are now at 747.
Thank
We are
you.
moving. We're moving.
We're moving with 747. Yes. If you keep it coming,
Yes,
we'll reach
please keep
800.
it coming so that we can reach 800 and we can actually do some
Then
really
Adami,
good work.
10K cents. Can we confirm that, please?
Is it Dami? Oh yes,
Oh,
it's
yes,
him.
yes,
Yes,
thank you.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Seen
much,
it.
General Dami. We've seen it.
Ashabi Ade
Awesome.
wants to know when our rallies will be in Ogunyo, Ondo, Osun, and Lagos.
Oh
We're
wow.
on the 26th.
August 26th.
Oyo.
I don't know now.
Hassan Adeleke Ismail just donated 10,000 naira.
Thank you, Hassan.
Adeyemi Lukman, Akinkumi, 10,000 naira.
These are
So
my
we're now-
people.
we're now at
I'm waiting for 4 more
777,000.
people. 4
Mary.
people.
466.
I'm
Okay.
waiting for 4 more people.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, nice.
This is Alegwe,
Oh, my
Ehi
Jesus.
Alegwe.
That's
Yes.
it. Ah.
We are now at 782,000.
Now we need to be having our
But they are saying that we must. Somebody is suggesting that we must continue till 11:30.
We don't have what we are doing. 10 more people to bring us 10,000
We are now at
naira.
Maybe,
This is the work.
okay. So let's ask them if we continue to 11:30.
Are we reaching 1 million?
Are we reaching 1 million?
Aha.
Okay.
1 million.
As long as you can bring the questions, the topics, as long as you can, let's talk, let's make it
We're
interactive.
now at 782,000. 466, 7 kobo.
Almost there.
Yes.
Somebody
It's
saying
11:09. 11:09. We have 1 minute to go. We just need somebody to donate 20,000. We'll be at
And then I'll go.
Sir, somebody saying that we should tell Nigerians to have their generators.
Olukayode Toluwase just donated
5,000
We are
naira.
787.
I'm looking for 2.5
Adio
people.
Olusegun, you donated 5,000. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alegwe Dave donated 10,000. Of course, we already.
Do you want to call out the dates? The people that were asking for early dates?
Yes, but people are saying we should tell Nigerians to have their generators ready before they switch off power.
They will do that, yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yes, please. Someone actually had a fantastic idea on Sowore 2019. You can have, should I say, town hall watch parties. So you and your friends
so maybe in
go
Netherlands is saying that if we continue to 23:30, that we will reach. We'll make sure we'll reach
1 million.
I think she's going to call.
Mabel, call everybody. Call your friends, call your enemies, call everybody in APC that you know. We need the money. Yes, so someone had an idea that maybe do group watch parties, get together, maybe instead of everybody turning on their generators, maybe we could have people actually sitting down in 2s and 3s and 4s and actually give you a good opportunity to actually discuss the
We are
things that
now
you are
at
hearing.
797,000. And this was a donation from Aquara Rebecca Chika. We're now at 799,466. It's a 2,000 donation from Joseph Adebanji.
Thank you.
Oduwaseyi
World
just
Rivers.
donated 10K.
Yes.
He hasn't donated it. He should donate it
He
again.
said he has donated.
We haven't gotten there.
You should press send
So
again. I don't think it is coming.
donated another 5,000 again. Yes.
Thank you so much. Oh, we should call GoFundMe. They've
Oh,
tried
yeah,
as well.
Now you remember GoFundMe.
Sorry.
You have hit targets. You remember?
No, I haven't hit the targets. I still need 1.5 people. Yeah, that's 15,000 naira.
Okay, I think we reached it now. We're at 801,000.
Thank you.
And that was from Tulu and Shulu Akayode getting
Oh yes.
2,000.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah.
Take it back.
P Max, now what do you mean you don't know how to donate? Enter your mobile bank, press our account number.
It's a donation.
Since you've been campaigning, I've never seen you going to Lagos Island for campaign. Please, is there any reason?
Obanla Temitope, 100k from Temitope Obanla in 10 minutes.
Oh wow!
Okay, let's stop. Let's wait.
So,
No.
wait for 10 minutes.
Please, can someone put the kettle on? I'd like some coffee. We are here tonight. This is what we're going to.
Adegwin says, I'm donating 300 ZAR.
We'll take it.
What's that?
We will change it to naira.
Currency, yeah.
Albert God's Power, 10,000 naira tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Albert. We really appreciate this.
Yes.
Go from there.
No, I haven't seen anything come
On
from
GoFundMe.
but I'm sure
What
something.
Nancy said 300 euros.
You were waiting.
Okay. Okay, there's nothing new.
Let me quit, and come back to GoFundMe. Maybe the program is just a little acting up a little bit.
Because sometimes it does that.
Yes.
Ambassador, I love your campaign and I'll be honored to donate 500 euros to your campaign tomorrow morning.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. Write down the name, write down the...
It's like you don't want to call them names.
Okay, so we have Isaac Inyang donating $60.
Thank you so much.
Pigeon Lewis, you know that guy?
Oh yes, Pigeon Lewis.
$50.
Thank you, Pigeon Lewis.
Colorful Afolabi, $100.
Thank you.
Amid Lawa, $30.
Thank you.
Ernesto Akuma Bena, $20.
Thank you.
Moneta Biewa Aweko Olajide, $50.
Thank you so much.
Sonny Demorishala, $20.
Thank you.
David Bodunde, $150.
Nice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes. Namdi Harry DIA, that's $50. I think.
Thank you.
And then Omen Sylvester, $50.
Thank you.
Tunde Uyekola, $50.
Thank you.
That's what
These are new ones that you didn't call out earlier.
Yeah. This
Wow.
Brand new people.
Wow. So that's
That's been
Osas,
That's more than 500
€200 first thing tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Is someone writing down the
We're
pledges?
looking at
The
about
GoFundMe?
€1,000 in the morning.
Thank you so much. Please take note of all these
There's
people.
there's someone making a promise for 20,000 naira tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
Oloja Dallas, 100,000 naira tomorrow.
Please, this who is writing my body's.
Wisdom, I'm donating £50 by tomorrow morning.
Thank you so much, Wisdom. That's the Queen's money.
Yeah.
Folds. What was the one you saw that?
I'm looking, I want to go to Zenith. Says something's happening at Zenith. So what we'll do with
Yeah,
Zenith is
vex.
whichever one comes first. If you get to 1 million, we close. Or we reach
Either 11:30 or 1 million. So it's up to you if you want to go to bed.
Yeah. So there's a Fundra Logistics, somebody donating from there. It's 10,560. So that took us to 827.
Thank you.
Yeah. 827,027 naira 27 kobo.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Emmanuel Bamidele John, I will donate 5 billboard banners. He left his number for us to call in Abuja, Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
Ibrahim B. Akinola,
amazing.
this is 10,000 naira.
Thank you.
Yes, this is.
And then we're back to.
Somebody says you are running those dinosaurs crazy already.
Oh, yeah.
They're feeling the heat.
And Okena, our Okena has donated 5,000,
Thank you. Another Zenith Center.
This word remit. Okay. This is Tower Kali Olajumoke Olayi. It's 5,000 naira.
5,000. Thank you so much.
Ndubisi Abunwa, I'm donating $200 now.
Now,
Oh, wow.
wow. Thank you so much.
Anderson Nosa, 5,000.
Thank you. GoFundMe is buzzing on my phone.
Oh yeah. So.
Oh no, it's a comment.
Okay.
Let's see if they. Oh yeah. Idia Henry Nnamdi.
Okay.
And so many other people donated.
Why is everybody
We are waiting.
Yes, because
We're waiting for a lot.
We're waiting for that. Yeah.
Everybody's on standby.
All you can hear is our heartbeats. Bing, bing, bing.
I'm waiting for
We're actually waiting for that.
The master says, I can't wait for you to get those fools out of Aso Rock.
Yes. And we'll clean up the place. Convert it to hospital. That's a rock.
Wow.
I've been at club now. I trust some of you prefer it as a club.
I just have a comment here that I'd like to read out. I was a follower of Mogalu, the guy, until I heard Sowore speak his intentions for Nigeria. From that day hence, I became convinced that this man has all it takes to take us to our desired position on the globe. I have heard Fela Obi ... They are too conventional. Not different from what we have always heard. Sowore stands out amongst all these people. We must take it back.
Take it back.
Action!
They are answerable. They are all answerable to someone, but Sowore is answerable to us.
Exactly.
Yes. Thank you. Afonja follow
The
resource
comments
Sunday, 10,000 naira.
Thank you.
Where?
I'm back to 10,000 from 10 people.
We should have.
Maybe
Sorry, I'm back to 10,000 from 9 people. Is that better? Where? That comment was from Ifeanyi Peter Okonkwo. Thank you so much. We just love this. We just love these testimonials.
Oh yeah, let's give a shout out to our the NYC support group for TIB. That's New York
Oh
City.
yes, well done. Oh, they staged the protest over the exclusion. They're still raising money.
Yeah.
If you are in America, anywhere in America, any of the 50 states, there's a serious raffle going on at the moment. There's massive prizes like televisions and all sorts of things that you can win. The raffle is just $2 per ticket. You can buy a whole string of tickets, 5 tickets, 10 tickets, just to pledge your support. Once again, we'll get that information out.
Yeah, we just explained our minimum wage to said he's satisfied now and he's going to donate 10,000 naira. That's
Thank you.
Effects on Instagram is asking if you can donate 5,000. Please, yes, you can donate.
Please,
5,000.
yes.
He said there are questions on YouTube. Is that correct? Somebody says questions on YouTube, please.
So $200 sent successfully.
Oh wow! Thank you so much.
Again, the online Ranju is asking, what about Genesis Global Church? You said you would visit.
Where's Genesis?
Alapuko.
Didn't we go?
Songo.
Genesis.
Celestial Church.
No.
Oh, is that young guy?
Yeah.
Somebody was supposed to put me in touch with him. Actually, I don't know what happened. Maybe the conversation was we haven't. So you can reach back to me. You have my phone number. Is if you don't, is 0818-825 7529, and we can arrange to see him. I want to go see him. I want to attend this program, and see how we can work together.
Dr. is asking if you have any senatorial candidates in Ogun State.
Ogun. We have a goober. We have this gentleman. What's he running from?
I think states. That's the states.
I know we have House of Kofo is House of Assembly. States House of Rep, isn't it? Ifo something.
So we're watching you live. Are we still going to be having this live chat when you become president?
Why not?
Yes.
If not,
You'll be getting it from inside the presidential jet.
Wherever
some
we
of you
are.
have never seen the inside before. No, we just sell the presidential jet now.
We think getting to Aso Rock is is just the beginning. We have to carry you along on the
Just like I
changes.
like what Fela said yesterday. He said they'll be taking buses with all the ministers. If the minister na Amechi and all
Who will follow your boss?
Mr. President, they go.
No, we'll meet you there. We'll meet you there.
Don't worry,
We'll meet you there.
We will run to follow you.
Depends on the location.
Any other questions?
So what are we at now?
Somebody said call Atiku out for a debate.
We've done that already. Article, we're here
now
any
kill
day,
her. Now kill her.
anytime, morning, afternoon.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, it was something else.
Okay. The debate just showcased our president at AAC. That's true. This debate that happened yesterday was more favorable to us than those who participated.
I'm telling
in the
you.
debate.
Yeah, we
weird.
it's amazing how you guys help us win debates that we're not even present at. Thank you so much.
Somebody said, are you coming to Ekiti? I think we already did Ekiti.
Kitty Kete, we've done that.
Yeah.
Zenith, your phone is lighting up.
It's lighting up.
Lamborghini Olabi says is coming to Nigeria next week and is going to give his donation as promised.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
And I didn't want to mention it. He's a pretty cool guy. Lamborghini Olabi. He was one of the people who knew about the lady.
Oh,
And,
right.
He reached out and so reasonable guy, because so many of them panicked when they thought it was real until they found out that there was no video anywhere. Now the story has changed. It's not like
it's not
there's a
her video now. It's now
like
your video,
yeah.
your property that she is demanding that you
Yeah,
release.
really, yes.
Interesting.
So let's go to.
We'll check both and then we'll
Yeah.
see if we need to call it tonight. Maybe.
Yes, we'll just do 11:20 now. Yeah.
Okay, just 6 minutes and then we'll call it.
Guys, they here. They wait for.
Take it! Take it! I'm telling you, you guys are three mush.
Yes.
On a teary mush.
Okay, we went.
No. This is how we take it back. Your passion. Can you live there? Big thing that's happened
starting
here.
from Afonja, Florence Shaw's son, the 10,000 naira.
Thank you.
10,000 naira.
Thank you.
From Nevada, 10,000 naira.
Thank you.
Temitokwe Gilbert, that's Tokwe Obanla, 100,000 Oguntoyinbo Kazim Lekon, 1,000 naira.
Thank you. We love those 1,000 naira.
15,413.67 kobo.
Thank you.
That was the teller. Alex Osaruwense, Inye Uyi, 10,000 naira.
Thank you.
Operative to Levis Ogene Robo, that's 10,000 naira. Ogene Robo. So, and then another 10,000 from a teller. And at this point,
That took us to.
yes, do you want to hear the final result?
Yes.
We're now at 1,013 naira.
What?
No, 13,721 naira 94 kobo. Thank you guys. We have
Call
yes.
so that they don't feel.
Let me just call GoFundMe and say hello to them over there because I know. Oh, this
Zenith is still coming in.
Zenith
Thank
is
you
in.
so much.
They say honorable Deboy is 800 naira.
800 naira. Thank you very much.
Where are we again?
In GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. I want to go to. Okay.
Where did you put it? No, go to the app. Have you?
It's the app. I think. I know there's Larry Bakari donated $50.
Thank you.
But I saw that but it's taking a little while for.
Franklin is trying to donate from Finland, but it's not working.
Oh, you mean GoFundMe?
I guess so. Can we give him an alternative?
You can go to a money transfer place and send money to an account in Nigeria through Western Union as well.
Franklin, I hope you heard that. We are waiting for your money. Thank you.
Actually, if there's PayPal in Finland, we do have a PayPal address now.
Yeah,
We'll
and
contact
also,
you after the
and
show.
also you can Zelle to the
You
US
can-
account. What's
There's
the-
no Zelle only works in the US.
That's what I'm saying. If you're in the US and you want to
Oh
Zelle
yes, if you're in the US, you can Zelle. The email is donate@shore2019.org.
Yeah.
If you're in the US, email for Zelle is donate@shore2019.org. If you would like to send via PayPal, the email is the same, donate@shore2019.org. We're going to round up now just as soon as we find if we have any more donations from GoFundMe. I just have two very important things to say. So yes, thank you so much for your donations, but we can't forget the things that help this movement progress. Number one, please get your PVC. Change it from you will not be allowed to vote with your temporary voters card on February 16th. All of this work means nothing if you actually can't vote on that day. The second thing is this is an outreach, a plea, a beg for polling booth agents. Once again, there are 120,000 polling booth locations in the country, probably more. Like our principal has said, any polling booth that does not have an AAC agent is lost to us. So please do what you can to help our votes count. And this is how we're going to take this nation back. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Nothing?
Adeni Yolunu got $50. Keep the good work going. Take it back. Yes. Thank you.
And that's it.
That's
Thank
it.
you.
Wow. Top way. Thank you. All right, people. We'll be calling it a night here.
Nice.
Thank you so
28.
much.
Nice.
And we will be back.
Sowore for the president.
But same time.
Same time.
Sometime soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Take you back.
Action.
AAC.
Sowore is the choice.
Yeah.
He is the man, he is the one. Make nobody come to make you noise. Get the ability to change our society, to bring the security, for proper accountability. We need to change the level. Maybe we need to grow. We need to Sowore. Make poverty come out. Sowore.
Those are last three people, and we say good night.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Sowore. Oh yeah, take it back for Nigeria. Sowore. Oh yeah, come and take it back. Oh, Sowore. Oh yeah, take it back for Nigeria. Sowore. Allah ya idare, to gagari ya waye. Godiya ga Allah ga tambawa, ga Sowore ya danno domin talakawa, ga Sowore ya danno domin cin gabar kasanmu. Ku zo mu je, ya kai gawa, waka malo, come make we dey go. We need to change the level, shebi we need to grow. We need to Sowore, make poverty come out. Sowore.